Many of our small groups are reading Barbara Brown Taylor's book, Leaving Church. When we chose this book, we did not know that leaving church was going to become a mandate for all of us. But here we are. So it has taken on new meaning for this community and for each of us. I've been reflecting on one of the stories that Barbara Brown Taylor shares in that book. She shares about a visit to speak at a church. And her host, upon greeting her, instead of asking the normal questions about how her travels were or even what books she's enjoying this time, asked her a different question. She said, "Tell us what is saving your life now." That is a question about salvation, a question about the promise we will celebrate come Easter. To ask questions about what is saving our lives right now is to ask the question about what is killing us right now. For some, that is the deadly rush of our lives. For others, it is the inability to move. For some, it is the prison of our possessions. For others, it is the crushing poverty that dooms our children to more of the same. And so I've been thinking a lot about these questions now that we have been forced to slow down, forced to take stock of our relationships in a way that we couldn't have imagined weeks ago. And so I'm going to spend the remaining weeks of Lent thinking about these questions that Barbara Brown Taylor asks. And I hope that you'll join me and do the same. So I wonder, what have you discovered in these last weeks about what is killing you? And I wonder, what is saving your life now? Those are the two questions I will reflect on as we approach Easter. And then once Easter comes, I'm going to be asking how those answers shape the life I want to live once the world becomes a more recognizable version of itself. Friends, we are in a wilderness that we could not have predicted. As we head into the wilderness, not knowing how much longer we might be here, I offer you this blessing, a blessing that reassures us that if we are honest about our answers to the questions of what is killing us and what is saving us, then there is hope that we might be able to live in a new way. So here are these words written by Jan Richardson. The blessing is titled, "Where the Breath Begins." Dry and dry and dry in each direction. Dust dry, desert dry, bone dry. And here in your own heart, dry, the center of your chest, a bare valley stretching out every way you turn. Did you think this was where you had come to die? It's true that you may need to do some crumbling, yes. That some things you have protected may want to be laid bare, yes. That you will be asked to let go and let go, yes. But listen, this is what a desert is for. If you have come here desolate, if you have come here deflated, then thank your lucky stars, the desert is where you have landed. Here where it is hard to hide, here where it is unwise to rely on your own devices, here where you will have to look and look again and look close to find what refreshment waits to reveal itself to you. I tell you, though it may be hard to see it now, this is where your greatest blessing will find you. I tell you, this is where you will receive your life again. I tell you, this is where the breath begins. Amen.